Hey everybody, welcome back. So, something interesting to show. I managed to get my audio and character into the app. So what we had and where we started was with the audio to face generation, where we had the audio. So let's take a look at what this looks like.
The wheel of time turns and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten.
So I went
the
with
age that gave it
Wheel
birth
of Time,
once
which I
again.
thought was pretty apt.
In one
It was kind of a cool series. I love the books. Series is interesting. Maybe not very true to the source material, but it's fun nonetheless. So this was exported A to F data conversion and exported the USD skeletal animation. This I was able to take into Unreal along with the MetaHuman. So I downloaded my MetaHuman via the Quixel Bridge, and then I could import this into let's see, yeah, into Unreal Engine, so Omniverse, and imported that. Okay, and once I had that in, I was able to import a facial animation, the export that I just said, so that USD file gets imported in. You assign it to the face skeleton. Once I had that in, I had to set up. Oh, please don't lock up. Oh, that is well typical. Goodbye, Unreal Engine. UE4 editor, fare thee well. Okay, once we get back into Unreal Engine, I had everything preloaded so it wouldn't take up too much time getting these projects and things loaded. Okay, so once that was imported from here via Omniverse and Quixel Bridge, I was able to add it to my project. I also just added a couple extra Quixel mega scans. Those look very cool, gives it a good look on the back end. And we'll just wait for this project to load again. And then I haven't had a lot of luck with the export, but I thought it'd be cool just to close this out, show where it's at. Nothing to see there. Okay, and once I had that, I needed to add a level sequence. I was able to add a camera for the level sequence. I added the audio in manually, added the facial animation, and then you had to delete the existing animations. The face rigging needs to be deleted, and once you've deleted that, then you can let the magic happen. So I'd like to play back from the camera. Oh, sometimes. Is my WASD not working? This is always an amazing live demo experience. There we go. Something like that. And I'm gonna show you kind of where this all ended, because as amazing as this face looks, and as amazing as everything I've done, once you hear it.
The wheel of time turns and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth comes again.
Blink!
In one
Blink, you bastard!
By sun, an age yet to come. An age long past, a wind rose in the mountains of mist. The wind was not a beginning. There are neither beginnings nor endings to the turning of the wheel of time, but it was a beginning.
So I do find that whole thing phenomenal still. It is amazing. So let's run back, and the things that you need to pay attention to this that are amazing. I mean, hopefully they can add back in automatic eyes, blinking and such for like normal character features. But with me recording my voice and bringing this in, oh, let's record the current sequence.
The wheel of time turns and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth comes again. In one age, called the third age by sun, an age yet to come, an age long past, a wind rose in the mountains of mist. The wind was not a beginning. There are neither beginnings nor endings to the turning of the wheel of time, but it was a beginning.
So I haven't actually done that before. I'm interested to see what Browse 2 gets me. Not much. So the things to look out for in this that are actually phenomenal is just the way that there's a lot more movement. Look from straight normal to when that first frame kicks in. See the creases in the forehead, the mouth takes a shape, the eyes, eyebrows, everything. So, oh. There.
The wheel of time turns and ages.
There's that mouth moving, but then you can see the creases on the forehead coming in.
Even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth comes again. In one age,
I just
third age
still blown away by that. I can imagine that's going to make things so much easier.
The wind was not a beginning. There are neither beginnings nor endings to the turning of the wheel of time.
So me as a not animator being able to put something like this out, even with its defects, is just to me beyond incredible. So I actually, still super impressed and uber proud that I managed to do this. I did end up following a tutorial, and I will link it in the video. Maybe an easy way to do it is just to show. There was this MetaHuman tutorial by JSFilms, and this was really well done. So pretty much following his YouTube video, I managed to get this all set up, and he ran through the whole process. There was one issue that I did encounter with the Omniverse. It needed to have the cache running, and it needed connectors installed. So this stuff's still in flight. I installed the connector, installed the caching server. I had to go into Nucleus, I think it was, and then you'll see the local services running on your machine. I had to get the NVIDIA assets working. When I eventually added it to the project, I added Omniverse to the project. Adding Omniverse to a project is relatively straightforward, but if you don't do it at the time when you're creating your project, you will have to do it after the fact. And so that's the Omniverse connector that you install, and then you'll get the Omniverse connector over here. And I did need to pull an asset out of it, which was interesting. There's Omniverse, localhost, and then getting into the NVIDIA demos and pulling out the where was it? Assets, maybe audio to face, and I had to pull in my samples from here. So it's the blend shape solves, and I believe there was something else. So most of that is documented, but those were some issues that I had following JSFilms recommendations. So that pretty much got me to the point that I wanted to get to with this. I'm not proficient enough with Unreal to actually go and use this for production, but my goal with this would have been to actually introduce a more humanized face with audio that was synced up to text that I've generated, and maybe I can follow up on that project a bit later. But yeah, it's just showing what is naively possible with Unreal Engine, Omniverse, audio to face, and some simple recordings. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you like content like this, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next project.